Next of all, I want to jump over too, because I want you to be aware of this. This is a system put together that I learned from a guy named Dave Anderson. It's called the 3 T's, okay? How we respond as managers to poor performance, to low performance is, number one, we say, is this a training issue? Do we need to give them more training? I don't want to get all upset and all frustrated with Ruben if I'm asking him to do something that I haven't trained him to do. So I want to make sure, have I trained you? And I've trained him, and he's not doing it really well, so what I want to do is do some retraining, okay? I'll let you guys know. If you go through retraining, your little antennas need to come up and go, uh-oh, I must have low performance somewhere because I'm going through retraining, okay? And if you have to go through retraining a 3rd time, you might want to start looking for another job, okay? Because they may be thinking about moving you out because you're not picking it up. The first one is to train. Number 2 is to transfer. Let's say that we have done the training. We've done the retraining, Michaela, and it's still not working. So what I'm going to do as a manager is I'm going to say, you know, what I'm going to try is, I really like Michaela. She's a great kid. I'm going to move Michaela from this department over to this department. I'm going to move her from this job over here to this job because it's a little bit different. I think it might fit her personality a little bit more. And I'm going to transfer them from one place to another. Guys, I've done that before a number of times. And all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, it was fantastic. I learned how to do that when I was a head coach. We had athletes that were in different positions going, oh, you're not so good. You're not so good there. How about if we move you over here? It's like, boom, they really were able to shine over here. It wasn't that they were low performers. It was just I had them in the wrong spot. Fair enough? But if I train and I've tried the transfer and it's still not working, then my only other option is to terminate. It's the only other option. Whether Gianna's going, well, that's not fair. You got to give me another chance. Sorry, already been there. You should transfer me to another place. Sorry, there is no place to transfer you. They're all taken. You only had the one shot at the retrain. Does that make sense? Train, transfer, terminate. That's what a manager is thinking. That's what a manager is thinking. That's what, if you are a manager, this is what you need to be thinking. We train them, we transfer them, or we terminate them. We never go. There is no such thing as the 4th. Okay? I'm going to put this in red. There is no such thing as tolerate. You don't tolerate poor performance because, as it says here, what goes on with poor performers should never be tolerated by the manager or even other coworkers, because low performers will erode the culture, demotivate other employees, frustrate star employees, and keep star employees from ever even coming to your company. Have you guys ever been in that situation where you're just busting your buns to do a good job, but you're surrounded by, or you've got other people that aren't? And yet, they're making the same amount of money as you are. Have you been there before? You're just going, wait, something's wrong here. Have you found that in that place you're not quite as motivated? Not quite as energized? See, low performers can erode the culture and frustrate star employees, so we have to be really careful as managers. Again, just wanting to give you a view through my eyes when I'm looking at employees. Evaluations are our friend. Oh, they're wonderful. Star employees love evaluations because they know evaluations. Number one, Michaela, star employees like and embrace evaluations because they know they're going to shine. Because they knew the answers to the test and they're ready to take it. So they're not afraid of them. They don't look at evaluations as negative because they know they're going to do well. And another reason why star employees love evaluations is because they know it's going to weed out the low performers. And if you're a star employee, you want the low performers to get out. I just heard a little bit earlier today. It is hard. It is hard to be a high-performing employee when you're surrounded by low performers. It won't work. Even if you feel like, man, I'm the best. Well, you're the best of the low performers. It's just hard. So we want to make sure that we are surrounded by by high performing employees. Last thing I want to talk about today here is how to rock an evaluation. Respect for coworkers, for managers, for customers. It just so happens that respect is one of our core values. Okay? So that thing already fits. We want to respect, show respect. When somebody's evaluating you, look at them. When you go out and talk to customers, look at them. When they have a complaint, when they're wanting something, look at them and talk to them like they're human. If you're in the me box, you will look at a complaining person as, you're bugging me. It's because of you that I'm having a bad day. Does that make sense? I mean, we've had that before. We've had that before. So number one, we want to show respect. Number two, we want to over-deliver on a daily basis. Again, I want to toss out to you guys. Do you think that managers and owners of companies, do you really think that they are aware that 8 out of 10 workers are disengaged? Do you think that owners and managers are aware of that? Do you think they are? Completely. Do you think that they've just realized this yesterday?
They see it every day.
They see it every day. So, if they see it every day, what do you think they naturally expect out of their workforce?
To be disengaged.
They expect you to be disengaged. They expect you to be a low performer. They expect you to show up late with a lame excuse. They expect you to have 15 grandmothers that keep dying. What's up in your family? They expect that because they see it every day. And we talked about this early on. It's not difficult to stand out because 8 out of 10 employees are disengaged. All you have to do is engage and you will stand out. Over-deliver doesn't mean that you're like, it's going crazy. Over-deliver is show up on time, show up early. Over-deliver is, hey, is there any more, just looking at your manager, is there anything else I can do for you? Over-deliver is not craziness, guys. Over-deliver is just stepping out of the status quo of the 8 out of 10 that are disengaged and distancing yourself from that 23% that are actively disengaged. Okay? Even if they're your best friends, okay? We'll talk after work, but during work, don't even look at me because I don't want to be associated with what you got going on, okay? Fair enough? You guys all right with that? And then next one is, the C is commit. Commit. I think there's 2 M's in there, all right? Commit. Step out of the me box into how can I help you? Commit to it. While I'm here, I'm going to commit to it. You are committing to paying me money. I'm going to commit to giving you production. Guys, that will just set you out above everyone. You come in and they'll just go on and on and on. You know, if we could just have 7 of you, it would be awesome. That's the stuff that Star employees hear all the time. And it's not like, oh, really? I didn't even realize that I was doing that well. You know, no, Star employees are intentional. They're intentional. And then finally, our last one, and this is important. Star employees learn. You become a learner of things. Okay? Star employees learn. They grow. They expand. They read books. They ask questions at work. They go, hey man, I've kind of dominated this area of work. I'd like to try something over there. Can I try something over there? I'd like to learn some of that stuff. They ask questions. Remember what comes before learning? Serving comes before learning. So before we're going to be able to dominate in this area, we have to be willing to adopt this whole idea of get out of the me box. Get over there into the you box. You guys okay with this? I guarantee I have trained people. I've got clients right now that are on the worker level. And I've talked to them about this on a daily basis, and they are finding that they are getting more and more and more attention. They are moving up the ladder. They're moving right by other people that they started the job with. And the reason why is because they're doing these very things. Their evaluations are coming back really, really well. Great workers embrace evaluations. Already went over those, okay? Let's see here. So the question for you guys as we finish up, when was your last evaluation? I want you to think about that last evaluation. How'd you do? I imagine everybody here in this room, well, we did awesome. You know, we did fantastic. Okay, that's cool. But think of your last evaluation. How did you do? A key thing here that we want to remember is how you respond to the evaluation is as important as the evaluation itself. How you respond to it. So when you get evaluated, when you have an eval, either you are going to own what is said, good and bad. And if you own what is said, if that, Gianna, maybe in your last evaluation, hey, we really like this, here's a couple of areas to work on, okay? Which every evaluation should have a couple things that you need to work on, all right? But if you're like me, man, we got all these awesome things, but here's a couple things to work on. I'm going, what do you mean a couple things to work on? Because I spend a lot of time in the me box. Sorry about that, But here we go. If you own it, here's what will happen. You will come out of the evaluation focused. You will come out from the evaluation with a mind to improve. You will come out of the evaluation with an attitude of growth and appreciation. That means you're owning it. However, we've got over here, which 8 out of 10 employees do, they don't own, they disown. And what this leads to is, I love it here, they blame. And guys, this is immediate. As soon as they come out of there, they are full on in the me box and they're looking for other me box people. And they get over there and they go, well, let me tell you what they said to me. Can you believe he said that? Well, it's that person's fault and it's that person's fault. He doesn't understand how hard it was for me to get here. He doesn't understand the weather. He doesn't understand the government. He doesn't understand how hard my life is. It's just blame. Blame, 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 blame all over the place. Also, excuse. I'm not able to do that because of this. Because of this, I understand that it needs to be done, but I just can't because of this. I got the thing and the stuff that's oozing, and I just got through with that, and the doctor said, and I can't believe this. It's just excuse. Oh man, and then there's just that. They just gripe. Can't believe they expect that out of me. And this is huge. So last time you got evaluated, where did you come out? Have you guys ever seen somebody come out of an evaluation on this side? Ever notice that? Me box. So what's going on over there? It's all in the me box. But you guys now know differently. Do you know when your next evaluation is coming up?
All the time.
Boom! That's the right answer. Bam! Your next evaluation, yes, it's in 3 weeks or in 3 months. No, it's coming up the next time you go to work. That's when great answer. That's when your next evaluation is coming up. The next time you clock in. The next time you go to work. That's your next evaluation. So what I want you to do here in the action steps is always, remember, knowledge without application is meaningless. So it's vital that you take a moment and you write in the action step, what am I going to take action on today? Based on what we have talked about today in this section on evaluation, what am I going to take action on? It might be one of the core values. You might need to go discover what the core values are. You may already know what they are, but you may take one of them. Today I'm going to go in and do this specific thing at work. It may be understanding the 4 E's and going, okay, I want to make sure that I get A's on these 4 E's. My manager's never heard of the 4 E's. Hey, how about if I go talk to the manager about the 4 E's and ask them to evaluate me on that on a daily basis? Okay? The idea is, oh man, I've been noticing I am kind of in the me box. Maybe your action step is to think, get out of the me box. Get out of the me box. All right? So those are our steps that we're going to take. It's important that we take steps. Next week, next session, I'm going to be asking you, how did you do on the action that you said you were going to do? That's important. You should have a lot of questions as you try to move out of the school mindset into the workplace mindset as we continue to learn how to win in the workplace.